Hey guys, so this is, I want to say our fourth lesson. It's going to be on some of the Spanish speaking countries that we have, but we're mostly going to focus on being able to ask someone in these conversations that we've been building for a few weeks now where they're from and how to say where you're from as well. So, as we should know by now, there are always going to be two ways that you ask a question. One of them is going to be a formal way, as in a professional with adults, people you're not that familiar with way, and then an informal or familiar, as it says in the textbook, when you're like talking with friends or people that you know pretty well or people around your own age. So I hope you guys have your books because this especially I can't really zoom in because it's like a 2-page layout here, but it's going to be on page 12/13. It's like a giant map area. So we have a white square. It says Los Países Hispanohablantes, and this is just Spanish speaking countries. Places that we already know, most likely, and then maybe some places you hadn't even thought of. And on this map, you do have a legend. Some are going to be a darker purple, and this is going to be the places where Spanish is the official language. Like here in the US, our official language is English, but we have a bunch of other languages that people speak. And then if it's a lighter purple, which is like, as you can tell in the US, that's just a place that Spanish is spoken, but it's not the official language. So I'll go through these because the countries are spelled in Spanish so that you do know, although I'm assuming you can kind of guess exactly what the countries are. So if you can see number one, it is the United States. We say Estados Unidos in Spanish. You also have Mexico or Mexico. You have Cuba or Cuba. Number four is La República Dominicana or the Dominican Republic. 5 is Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico. 6 is Guatemala or Guatemala. 7 is Honduras. Again, remember, H's don't make sounds. So Honduras or Honduras. 8 is El Salvador or El Salvador, which is where my parents are both from. So I'm 100% Salvadorian, even though I was born in LA. 9 is Nicaragua or Nicaragua. 10, Costa Rica or Costa Rica. I can't tell, it's too small. Panama, 11, or Panama in Spanish. 12, Venezuela, or Venezuela, pretty much the same way. 13, Colombia, or Colombia. 14, Ecuador, or Ecuador. 15, Peru, or Peru. 16, Bolivia, or Bolivia. 17, Paraguay, or Paraguay. 18, Chile, or Chile. 19, Argentina, or Argentina. 20, Uruguay, or Uruguay. 21, España, or Spain, our one European country, and like the mother country for our language. That is where Spanish comes from, Europe. 22, Guinea Equatorial, or New Guinea, pretty much. 23, Filipinas, or the Philippines, which a lot of you actually, I tend to have a lot of Filipino students, so you might already know that, but the Philippines. And then a tiny, tiny little country for 24, Guam, which you kind of probably didn't even know that they spoke Spanish there, but it is. So you have a few conversations on the page other than the map and the countries. So we're going to try to go through the conversations. So it starts off with a little picture where it's Mr. or Senor Costas and Alicia, teacher, student, talking about where some of the classmates are from. So first, it's Senor Costas, and he is asking Alicia. He says, Alicia, ¿de dónde eres? This is going to be the first question, and it's going to be in the informal. I'm going to have you guys think, why might the teacher, Senor Costas, be asking the student an informal type of question and not a formal question? You want to guys time to think? It would be because he is the adult in the situation and she's younger than him. So he's the authority figure. I'm not saying that he's being like impolite or rude because he's treating her or talking to her in the familial, like informal way. It's just that if the roles were reversed, when she asks him the question because he's older, he's the person of authority in like her classroom or her life right now, she would be using the formal way. Because he's talking to her and she's younger and like his student, so he's kind of in control, I guess you could say, like the classroom. he can do the informal way. Not to say that there's ever anything wrong where like a teacher talking to a student would say formal and a student talking to a teacher would say formal. Like if you ever don't really know what to use and you use formal, no one's gonna get mad at you for being polite to them or being like extra respectful, if you get what I mean. So you could always do formal if you just don't know. So either way, he's asking the question, ¿de dónde eres? Which means, or is asking, where are you from? And he's using it in the familial, like informal way because he's the teacher. So she says, soy de, that's blue. Soy de is new and it means I'm from. So she says, soy de Estados Unidos. I'm from United States. And then she asks him, so this is a student talking to the teacher, ¿de dónde es usted? See how she says usted instead? Because he's the adult, he's the formal you. And then she also does not say eres. Eres is, we're going to talk about this when it comes to grammar, but eres is considered an informal, like familiar way. Es is the formal way. And you're going to use es way more actually in class. So it's going to be a word that you see literally every day. So she asks him, ¿de dónde es usted? Where are you from? Señor Costas responds. He says, soy de, I'm from Estados Unidos. Soy de la Florida. So where is he from specifically? Yes, the US, but Florida. Yeah. So then we have a few of the friends that are from different places that she's telling him about friends that live in other countries. You have Pablo. It says Pablo is de Mexico. You have Susana. Susana is de Costa Rica. Fernando. Fernando is de Ecuador. Mariano. Mariano is de Argentina. Isabel. Isabel is de la República Dominicana. So es de is in all of these, it's just saying is from. So it's like person's name is from place. Person's name is from place. So person's name, Marisol, is from Puerto Rico. Marisol es de Puerto Rico. And lastly, Enrique es de España. Enrique is from Spain. He's the one person now in Europe. So we're going to be going over these to add to our conversation, as I've been telling you guys. You guys will be working on a little country project as well. These will be the countries that you will be working off of. So you'll have more information on the actual project page for that. But it'll be basically like researching a country and finding out a little bit of information on them and traditions and everything about them. So it'll be from here. The only one I don't let you guys choose is the US because we all live here, so we know for the most part a lot of information about it. So I'll stop you guys here. We're going to continue working with these countries, but just remember basically what you want to get from here is knowing how to ask where are you from, how to answer where you are from, and how to say other people are from there. So you have two ways of asking. ¿De dónde es for formal, ¿de dónde eres for informal. The way you answer for yourself is soy de, I'm from, whatever place. And the way you say other people are from somewhere is you say their name, then you say es de. So, for example, Anthony es de, and then the place that they're from. So, I'll stop you guys here, and I'll catch you in the next video.